Welcome back to Little League Southeast Park here in Warner Robins, Georgia. We have an elimination game between a couple of state champs from Nolensville, Tennessee. Those Little Leaguers going head-to-head with the guys from Columbus, Georgia. Georgia state champs in their powder blues today, ready to go. Winner of this game stays alive to take on Irmo, South Carolina on Sunday, early evening, 5 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN+. Florida and Alabama both 2-0 undefeated in the semifinals, also tomorrow on ESPN. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick. Glad to have you back here for Game 3 of the day. It's been a beautiful day weather-wise. The baseball has been absolutely fantastic, and this is a lose, you're home, win, you go on game.
Yep, and it's a big game. Nolensville has already played once this morning, lost to Alabama yesterday. Georgia found a way to come back against West Virginia in a lose-or-go-home game, found a way to win 5-4. So both these teams are up against it. Let's see who reacts best. We've seen some great pitching and defense so far in this regional.
Julian Frazier, speaking of pitching, is going to be the starter for Nolensville, Tennessee. He's also the leadoff hitter as you look at that 12-man continuous batting order. And they're facing Austin Culler, the starter for Columbus, Georgia. He had the game-winning run batted in that 5-4 win over West Virginia yesterday to keep the season alive. And now they're going to his right arm in this big contest here this afternoon.
Solid mechanics, good breaking ball, good changeup, and a fastball that you'll see in the mid-60s.
Julian Frazier, 3 hits against Virginia, 4 for 7 in the regional with a run batted in. He has been one of the best bats, not only on his team, but in the entire tournament.
Yeah, he's just a phenomenal athlete, only 11 years old, but man, he is electric on the bases.
Parents Jared and Brittany, oldest of 3 kids. His dad Jared played at Tennessee. And back in the day, Jared was one of the fastest volunteers on the roster about 20 years ago. Line drive to the first baseman, Brooks Moody, quickly 1 down. Good defense for Columbus, Georgia. Moody makes that play. It's Willits, Martin, and Kavika Givens helping him on the infield. Crossman, Addison, and Duffy in the outfield. Blaine Carver is catching Culler. So 1 out for Callan Williams. They call him Cal. And he's going to try and bunt his way on. He's got the best speed on the team. Ball thrown away. He's going to go for second. And Callan Williams will get there standing up. Greg, I thought he had it beat out anyway.
I think he did. I really do. Great bunt. He went up there with a game plan. He was going to lay down a bunt. He was going to challenge this Georgia defense. He is flying up the line. Throw gets over the first baseman's head. Lucky he ended up just stopping it too.
It will be a single and an error on the throw, so Williams in scoring position for Bruce Kay. Second hit in the regional for Callan Williams. As Kay looks at a breaking ball, it stays high. 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, has Kay had a good tournament too, Greg. 3 for 6 with a double.
Yeah, he was in the 5-hole for the first couple of games, moves up into the 3 spot because he has been swinging such a hot bat.
Bruce's dad, Johnny, former college baseball player, played for Tim Corbin and Vanderbilt. Hit sharply to second. Kavika Givens, very smooth infielder, throws to first. For out number 2, Williams goes to third on the play. Kavika Givens, he's a guy we're going to be talking a lot about today.
Solid baseball player, great pitcher. Made that play look very routine.
This is the cleanup hitter, Hudson Van Horn. His nickname is Beef. Big kid, 5'1", and the game-winning homer in the district championship game. Good power. 1 for 5 with a run scored during the tournament so far. And Austin Culler winds and fires. And there's a strike at the knees. Culler's such a solid all-around player, especially in key pitching situations, which of course this one is. That is past the first baseman Moody into right field. It's going to get under the legs of Duffy. Williams scores, and Van Horn trots into second as Tennessee is on the board.
Couple errors this inning, but nice inside out swing, and he is looking right at the right fielder. This ball gets through, he rounds the bag, gets to second base easily. 2 errors, something that we have not seen this tournament.
Well, that is a good omen for Nolensville, Tennessee. The teams that have scored first are 8-1 in this regional so far. And Nolensville out to a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Good swing by Ethan Nance, and he puts it into right field. The Nolensville shortstop keeps the hit parade going. Hit number 3 in the inning for Tennessee, as Hudson Van Horn stops at third base. That is the 3rd hit for Ethan in this regional.
Yeah, they were struggling. Nolensville was struggling earlier today in their game against Alabama. Got a couple of runs late, and you feel like maybe that offense has spilled over into this second game today.
Nolensville with 23 hits in their 2+ games now. And you're right, in that last game earlier today, oh, now they may have him in a rundown. Nope, getting back. Ethan Nance, he was trying to draw a throw that might spring Hudson Van Horn for home. But this offense certainly has shown signs that it can really burst and string hits together at any time. And as we say that, there's another line drive base hit. Van Horn comes home. J.B. Carter delivers. And it's 2-0.
J.B. Carter, he also moves up in the batting order from 9-hole up into this spot, 6 spot. Big overhand breaking ball, and he stays back and drives it into left.
And we're going to get an early visit to the mound. That was the 4th hit of the regional for J.B. Carter, and his 4th run batted in. I'm going to stay with Austin Culler here. Just 15 pitches in, he's already down 2-0.
I mean, he's throwing strikes, he's getting ahead. It's just more about the Nolensville bats.
First pitch to Lincoln Franks, misses down. Franks having a tough tournament, 0 for 5, 4 strikeouts, but it's the biggest power bat on the team and one of the top 11-year-old hitters coming out of the state of Tennessee this year. Ground ball to deep short, backhanded by Huddy Martin. And that throw gets away. Everybody's safe. 3rd error of the inning for Columbus, Georgia.
That was a pretty clean play. Nice backhanded shortstop. Huddy Martin, just the throw a little bit wide, trying to secure that force out at third base.
So Franks gets out on the fielder's choice, another error, and they are loaded for Max Kelly. So Georgia has trailed in all 3 of its games so far here in Warner Robins. And they've gotten behind early, too, either in the 1st or 2nd inning. Kelly, the 2nd baseman for Tennessee, has him loaded with 2 outs. 2 for 4, a couple of runs batted in already here in the regional, has also scored 2 runs. Youngest player on the roster, just 10 years old. Breaking ball misses inside.
He does not look like a 10-year-old.
No, he doesn't.
That take right there, that breaking ball starts at his elbow, and he does not flinch one bit.
Good swing. That's looping into left field. It's down for a hit. Gets past Cooper Crossman. 2 runs have scored. Stopping and putting on the brakes. Franks. He'll dive back to third. 2-run base hit by young Max Kelly. And it's 4-0 Tennessee.
Well, I talked about just a really nice left-handed swing. Shoots this one into left field. Late break and left by Crossman. And then that ball just skids by him, allowing one more run to score, but he gets it in quick enough to keep Franks from scoring.
Carter Clark jumps on the first pitch and lashes it foul. Max Kelly, he has 4 runs batted in. You'll take that from a 10-year-old.
Oh, man. Like I said, that swing is not a 10-year-old swing, and the reactions in the box.
It's officially credited as a double to Kelly. As Carter Clark, who has 2 hits in the regional, comes up. He also has a couple of runs batted in this week. Son of Jessica and Brian, has a brother Braden, also plays basketball. This team very athletic. That's going to roll foul. Nolensville, Tennessee, located just outside of Nashville. This is the 5th regional in the last 6 years for Nolensville Little League. 2021 finished in Williamsport. Got there in 2022 as well. Backhanded. Nice play, Miller Willits. And the inning is over. But a good one for Nolensville, Tennessee, as they strike for 4. And now Columbus, Georgia coming up for the first time. Three errors in the top of the first inning, and Tennessee makes Georgia pay. They score 4 times before Columbus can even come to the plate. They will do that now. Blaine Carver, the catcher, ready to lead it off. He will be followed by Huddy Martin and Miller Willits. They'll be the first 3. Robert Ashley, the 12th man in this 12-man continuous batting order. Up against Julian Frazier. Not only does he swing it well, but he's an excellent right arm on the mound. Has kind of a 3/4 arm slot.
Yeah, no, really short, compact leg kick, gets over the knee, drives it down the hill. Phenomenal athlete, pounds the zone. And the arm slot is going to give the hitters fit. It's really short backswing, and he gets to, I call it the Cobra position, very quickly, and from there it's all downhill.
Columbus will try to dig out of this 4-run disadvantage right away. Blaine Carver 2 for 4, couple of runs scored here in the tournament so far. Sets the tone in the leadoff spot. Little dribbler. Frazier quickly gets over toward the line and makes the play. Here's the Tennessee defense. Again, second game of the day after their 5-2 loss to Alabama in game one. And we saw really good defense from this team, just didn't have enough offense.
Yeah, the offense was a little bit short, but you're wondering how they're going to bounce back after playing this morning at 10 a.m. These kids are used to it with travel ball. They're used to going back to the hotel, laying low for a little while, coming back, and their bats came back and have been scorching hot.
This is a guy on the Columbus, Georgia team that the team says is most likely to go pro, and you can see why. Hammers it deep to center in front of the warning track. Callan Williams makes the catch. Huddy Martin made a bid for a straightaway center field home run, but it's out number 2.
Can you say just missed? Man, when that came off the bat, it looked like it was just going to be a high pop-up in the infield, just kept carrying and carrying. And a great start for Frazier. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Martin has one of the 2 over-the-fence home runs here in Warner Robins this week. And here's another guy who could hit one out. Miller Willits has 10 home runs this season. 3 for 4 with a double and a walk in the regional. Comes from a baseball family. His great uncle pitched for the Boston Red Sox. This guy makes hard contact. 1-1. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2. It's going to be a long day for Columbus if Frazier can continue to land those.
Yeah, that was a really nice little short breaking ball, compact.
Chopper going to be a tough play. What a job going to get it, Hudson Van Horn. Frazier covering, and it's a 6-pitch inning. 1, 2, 3. Georgia goes down in the first.
How about this 3-1 put out? Getting up over at first base, Van Horn gets it to the pitcher, PFP 101.
The first inning, 3 Columbus errors, but let's talk about the bats for Nolensville, Tennessee. 5 hits, they score 4 times.
The bats just absolutely woke up, hitting fastballs, hitting breaking balls. That's Bruce K carving one to left field. It goes for a double, plates 2. Nolensville comes back this afternoon after losing this morning. Drops a 4 spot.
All 4 of those runs scored with 2 outs. Now Columbus, Georgia has decided to make some defensive changes. Cason Townsend now into left field. Robert Ashley in right. This is Alexander Field swinging at the first pitch. 10, 11, and 12 due up for Nolensville, Tennessee. Alexander Fields, 3-time district and state champion. along with J.B. Carter, Ethan Nance, and Brady Packard. They make the nucleus of this team. Guys who have won at the 10, 11, and 12-year-old levels. And that's so important to have players you can build around.
Yeah. I was going to say, you got people moving to Nolensville just expecting to get to the Little League World Series.
Fields 2 for 4 and a run batted in. Shot foul. Mark Carter, he is the third base coach for Nolensville. There he is. Also the pitching coach. Our sympathies go out to him. You know, his wife Emily passed away this past January from cancer. Son JB on the team. He has done a great job with this bunch. He does have his assistants, Bill Packard, Brian Nance. I should say that Bill is the manager. Mark is an assistant coach, but you know, they've been practicing at Hawkins Field where Mark works, the home of the Vanderbilt Commodores. Mark works at Vanderbilt as an associate athletic director. 1-2 pitch.
Imagine when these kids get to high school and it's like, wait, we don't get to practice at Vandy's Field on that great turf.
To short, Huddy Martin. One down. Long at bat. Alexander Fields made Austin Culler work, but there's one away. That'll bring up Hollis Smith. You know, Georgia hopes that Austin Culler can go deep into this ball game because there are 3 pitchers who cannot throw today: Givens, Moody, and Willits. So if they have to go to the bullpen early, that would not be good.
Yeah, no, that's going to make it a difficult road, and it's so hard. You get into the losers bracket to try to find your way out of it. You use so much pitching to get back into this thing.
Hollis Smith hitting in the 11th spot in the order. 0 for 2 with an RBI this week. Also has been on with 3 hit by pitch. So he's looking for his first hit, but he has been able to get on.
Yeah, I thought that was like a typo. 3 hit by pitches, huh? All in the first game.
His dad, Jay, owns a hitting facility. So he spends a lot of time there working on his swing. Here comes the 0-2 pitch again. 1-2. Hollis Smith, they say, is like a coach on the field. Can never have too many of those.
No, we saw him on the mound earlier today. A little jack of all trades.
Looping liner into center field, base hit. 6th hit for Nolensville. And it comes with 1 out from Hollis Smith. That brings up Brady Packard.
Nice piece of hitting, fastball inner part of the plate. Able to drive it back up the middle. It's like the last inning, they got the rally started with 2 outs. This one they got started with 1 out.
Packard bunts it foul. Brady has been dreaming about the regional since T-ball, and now getting his opportunity. His dad, Bill Packard, the manager, he's in the first base coach's box. 0 for 4 with an RBI this week. A little behind on that swing, 0-2. After a 4-run inning, Austin Culler could use a clean second. And he gets a strikeout. Packard goes down quickly. First strikeout today for Austin Culler. 2 away.
Nice job on locating that fastball away. Reared back a little bit, picked up a little velo, enough to get by Brady Packer.
Do you pitch differently to the bottom of the order as opposed to the top as he's facing Frazier now, the leadoff man?
Well, I mean, there is that thought that, yeah, okay, they're at the bottom of the order for a reason, but you're also going, I mean, at some point you're going, I don't know where I'm at in the batting order. I just got to get guys out. And you recognize, okay, a couple of the bigger guys that have done some damage early on, you recognize where they're at. But for the most part, no, I'm really trying to go after these guys, get everybody out.
The other thing to keep in mind is these are all-stars. They're
Right.
on these rosters for a reason. They're all good.
Yeah, and so you can't look at the 12th man and go, oh, this is an easy out. I just got to throw a couple strikes up there. These guys all can hit and play.
Julian Frazier hit it on a line to first his first time at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And he has looked good on the mound so far and needed just 6 pitches to get through the first.
But the regional, he's having 4 for 8.
This is going to be a tough play. And that's down for a hit for Frazier. Trucking to third is Smith. The throw. Got him! Holly Smith thinks he was safe. We'll see if we get a review. Miller Willett slapping on the tag for the third out. And as it appears right now, there's not going to be a challenge. So the inning is over. More good defense here in Warner Robins. This time it comes from Columbus.
Long throw from right field. Robert Ashley guns him out at third base. His foot never touched the base. His foot, Miller Willett's foot, is between Hollis Smith's foot and the bag.
So now we may indeed get a challenge and a review. Nope. That's out number 3. We carry on. We're going to take a break. 4-0. Halfway through the second. Back in a moment. Keeping an eye on the umpire and crew. They are indeed at the monitor. Let's see what they find out here. Now they're going to talk to the respective dugouts. And I think Columbus is going to be at the plate. The inning previous is indeed over. The half inning, top of the second, ends with that play at third base. Hollis Smith called out. You and I looked at the replay, as did anybody watching, and it appeared that he never got to the bag because the foot blocked it.
Yeah, and that's what I saw, and that was what the call was. Great throw from right field. Robert Ashley throws it on a dime, and you can see Miller Willett's foot is in between. He's holding the tag on the runner. And as soon as home plate umpire Mark Ruley got over there, he sees that that foot is not on the bag. I don't know if Nolensville was trying to challenge that there was obstruction, interference, however you want to call it or term it. But they did not review it ultimately. I think they got on the phone just to make sure that, hey, can we review this call?
Now the umpires have done a great job throughout this regional, and there again, looks like they got another one right.
I mean, again, all volunteers. They are volunteering their time to be out here. They have done an amazing job.
This is Kavika Givens, the second baseman, leading it off. 2 for 5, a double in the tournament so far with a couple of runs batted in. He's also their ace pitcher. He has 12 homers on the year. And when this guy gets loose, look out.
I mean, just the numbers that he has put up this year. 12 home runs, 3 during All-Stars, has 148 strikeouts on the mound.
Oh, good slider. 1-2. Julian Frazier had a 6-pitch first inning, a 1-2-3 inning. Oh, that hit him. Julian Frazier with his first mistake today gives up a free base to Kavika Givens.
Trying to go back to that good slider. Ends up just spinning it off, came open a little bit. Ends up going the wrong direction, but that has been one of the flaws of Georgia so far, or Georgia's offense has needed a little bit of help getting a hit by pitch.
First base runner for Georgia, and Brooks Moody will come to the plate for the first time, looking for his first hit of the tournament. 0 for 4 with a walk. Chopped. Be a tough play. Ethan Nance had just one play, and that was to first base. Givens goes to second as Moody is thrown out. That brings up Sam Addison.
We talked about how well coached these teams both are. Ethan Nance, knowing he's got one play with that, does not even look to second base. Make sure he secures the first out of the inning.
Center fielder Sam Addison swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Either way, new first baseman for Nolensville. Lincoln Franks now at first. Sam Addison hit 2 grand slams in his first 5 regular season games, so he earned the nickname Slammin' Sam. Looking back, the runner, the third baseman Clark. Now a throw to third, but Givens so quick, he'll get there anyway. And that's a textbook way to defend that, but Givens moves so quickly.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing you can do. I'll give you that third base to take this out. Really nice play at third. Looks the runner back. Carter Clark does. Gets the out at first.
And again, these fields are 2/3 the size of a big league field, so it's 60 feet between the bases. So Givens didn't have that far to track. So here's the pitcher, Culler. He drove in the game-winning run yesterday. That victory over West Virginia. Georgia was down 4-0 in that ball game going into the 6th and won it.
Yeah, I mean, they were very resilient, looking like they might be 2 and out. Found a way to fight their way back and win it at late.
Down the line, what a stop by Clark. Comes up throwing, won't have a play. Givens comes home. And Georgia's on the board. Carter Clark, what an effort, but didn't have enough on this throw to get color.
Carter Clark laying out, and the throw from his knees. A la Manny Machado, just not in time to save that run.
So run batted in for color, his second RBI of the regional, second in 2 days, as Jensen Duffy comes up. Duffy also a cross-country runner. Voted the team prankster. To right field. That's going to get down in front of Hollis Smith as color moves up. And now Columbus, Georgia has something going. Bats are finally waking up.
Jensen Duffy, nice piece of hit and fastball away, goes down and gets it, shoots it into right. Looked a little bit like his number namesake, Chipper Jones, diving out there and covering that pitch.
This is Cooper Crossman. His first at bat, 0 for 2 here in the regional. Good left-handed bat toward the bottom of the order. He's hitting in the 9 spot. That's just off the plate for Julian Frazier, who had a breezy first inning, needed just 6 pitches. Things have been more challenging here in the second.
Yeah, started it off with a hit by pitch when he'd gotten ahead in the count. Got a couple of ground balls.
Out in front there is Crossman, 1 and 2. Bullpen warming up there for Nolensville. Frazier will flip to first, and the inning is over. So Frazier limits the damage to a run. But Columbus is on the board. It's 4-1 as we head to the third. Find Little League on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at the official handles at Little League. And don't forget to use hashtag LLWS, Greg Olson.
We're going to see you out on the hill
I was
tomorrow?
just going to ask you the same thing.
I can see you doing that right there, body surfing.
Yeah, I'd need more cardboard than that because I'm fat. Need 3-ply.
I'm sure we can find you a bigger piece of cardboard.
It does look fun, On to the third inning as Columbus is back in this ball game as they're on the board now after falling behind 4-0. Austin Culler will face Callan Williams here to start. In Tennessee third, Callan Williams, Bruce Kay, Hudson Van Horn. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for Tennessee. One single in the first for Williams. 2 for 7 in the tournament. And this is hit well up the middle. Coming over, Martin, nice play, not in time. Huddy Martin with a good play, but Williams beats it out.
Huddy Martin just lost his footing. Looked like a base hit up the middle. He's able to get there, and just that little stutter step is enough for Callan Williams to beat it out.
Second infield hit for Williams. And his third hit of the regional. As Bruce Kay comes up, he's 0 for 1. Bruce Kay, smart kid. Plays competitive chess, speaks Spanish. 3 for 7 with a double this week. Pulled it foul.
Pick number 9 because he thought that Ted Williams looked cool, so I'm going to wear his number.
That's great to see kids this age even knowing who Ted Williams is.
I mean, you know, the coaches have talked, he's the smartest kid on the field. That is pretty good.
It's off the plate, 1 and 2.
And before you ask, no, I did not face Ted Williams.
I wish I had thought of that. Put a charge into it. Ranging over Sam Addison to his left. Bruce Kay gave it a ride, but he's the first out of the Nolensville third. Your rookie year, 1989.
Yes.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
American League Rookie of the Year, first year with the Orioles.
Yeah, we actually went from last to almost first in the AL East. Lost 107 games the year before.
Hudson Van Horn at the plate with an RBI single to his credit. Who did you beat out for Rookie of the Year? Do you remember who finished second?
Tom Gordon finished second. Ken Griffey Jr. finished third.
Ooh. Line drive, left field, base knock. Second hit for Van Horn. Moving up is Williams. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes Tennessee again.
Hudson Van Horn, man, this ball was hammered. If we had an exit velocity chart somewhere here, that one would have been the higher end of the exit velocities that we have seen here. Gets ahead of the bat through the zone.
Third hit of the regional for Hudson Van Horn as Ethan Nance stands in. And this is what we've seen from Nolensville. They have hits that come in bunches.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're showing bunt, very patient, trying to get themselves ahead in the count, get predictable counts.
They had 5 hits in the first inning, producing 4 runs. And this is down the line, but foul. Maybe by a foot. Ethan Nance looking for his second hit.
They have drawn Miller Willits, the third baseman, in so far to take away these bunts that he is almost in danger zone. He is so far up on the grass trying to take away bunts. Now he has moved back to the line.
That's going to get out of play.
There's a souvenir for you.
A lot of Columbus fans here in attendance since we're so close. Georgia State champs. Induce the ground ball. They're going to go to third for the force. They're not going to get it. Off the glove of Willits. Coming home to score is Callan Williams. Everybody moves up. Van Horn to third. And Ethan Nance puts it in play and brings home another run for Tennessee. It's 5-1.
Soft ground ball to shortstop. Huddy Martin makes the decision, and I think it's a good one. He's going to go to third base and get the lead runner. Just throws a dart. And Miller Willits just too close, cannot react fast enough to the throw that was just a little offline.
Fielder's choice and a fourth error on Columbus, Georgia. And they're going to charge it to the shortstop, Martin. Fly ball to right. J.B. Carter. He is going to be out. Here comes the throw from Ashley, and play at the plate. Safe. Van Horn is in there. And another run for Nolensville. It's 6-1.
J.B. Carter, nice throw from right field again. Robert Ashley throws a dart. J.B. Carter getting it done, second RBI of the game. Gets a high fastball, takes it out into the outfield grass, and that plates another run.
Now Ethan Nance at third base for Lincoln Franks. Franks reached on a fielder's choice in the first. 6-1 Tennessee. Winner keeps its season alive and will play Irmo, South Carolina tomorrow. The loser is out. Of course, Irmo Little League is the defending champions in this regional. New set of characters, but just like last year, very gritty team. And we saw that earlier this afternoon as they stay alive. 5 o'clock Eastern, the start time tomorrow for that one. Our two undefeated teams in this regional, Florida and Alabama, Tallahassee and Phoenix City, respectively.
Both of those teams have looked very solid.
Phoenix City is located right across the border from Columbus.
Yeah, they're 20 minutes.
Yeah. Know each other really well. Played each other a lot over the years. So at the 60 pitch plateau is Austin Culler. He's in it for the long haul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another one fouled out.
Lincoln Franks right on time. Couple really nice swings. They get his bat rolling. He started out this tournament batting in the 3 spot.
Pitcher calling for it, and the inning is over. Culler puts it away. Franks is retired, but Nolensville puts on the board 2 runs in the 3rd inning, and it's 6-1.
we celebrate the MLB Little League Classic.
You get kids, you get big leaguers being kids. It's one of those days that brings Little League full circle.
These kids are having an absolute blast.
I wish I got to play in a stadium like this.
It's everything we said it would be and a lot more.
You are making memories for a lifetime.
Greg Olson, they did not have the Little League Classic when
No.
you were playing in the big leagues. Wouldn't that have been great to go to Williamsport and be a part of that?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That looks like so much fun, getting to interact with the kids while you're in the big league, in a big league uniform.
He's former big leaguer Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick here in Warner Robins, Georgia, where the home state team is down by 5 runs now. Columbus hitting here in the bottom of the third. This is Tomlinson Fort hitting for the first time today. Julian Frazier misses big. Frazier gave up a run last inning after hitting the leadoff hitter Kavika Givens. Georgia strung a couple of hits together, brought him home to get on the board. Slow ground ball. Third baseman Clark has to hurry. Good play. New first baseman J.B. Carter with the stretch to make sure they get Tomlinson Fort for the first out.
Really nice play at third base. Only guy who's got a chance to get that slow roller. Carter Clark cuts in front of the shortstop, makes a good accurate throw across the diamond.
How important is out number 1 in an inning?
Love out number 1.
Get that
when
first guy.
your team keeps scoring for you, and all you want to do is get that offense back up to the plate.
And now the shortstop, Ethan Nance. Wide throw. Kept his foot on the bag, J.B. Carter. What a terrific play by the new first baseman for Tennessee.
Showing some athleticism at first base. Routine ground ball to short. Throw just a little bit wide. J.B. Carter gets to stretch and keeps that foot on the corner of the bag.
Kason Townsend. He thought he beat it out, and now this is a chopper that's going to roll foul. So the defense for Nolensville, Tennessee has been superior. Meanwhile, Columbus has kind of struggled in the field, and that's really the difference in this game right now.
It really is, yeah. I mean, their first couple of games, it's been the pitching has walked a bunch of guys, and right now the defense has been struggling.
Robert Ashley, number 12 in this order for Columbus. 1 for 2 in the tournament with a walk. Julian Frazier. He talked about his 3/4 arm slot. He's given Columbus issues here today, and now it's 2-2.
Well, it's just a very short backswing. So when the hand comes out of the glove, leg up, hand comes out of the glove, it's very short and quick getting it to the top of the arm slot. And then from there, obviously very short and quick.
Swung on and missed, but this is going to get away from home plate. Brady Packard is not going to have time to get it and throw down to first. So Ashley is a strikeout victim, but he is on base, and the lineup turns over for the first time for Columbus. That will be a wild pitch charged to Frazier.
One of the problems with throwing a great breaking ball, every once in a while you get a swing and a miss and ball gets away from the catcher. Frazier with a nasty wipeout slider at the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, I don't think you can throw that any better if you're Frazier. It's just
nice.
you really have to have trust in your catcher. And Brady Packard really challenged there by the quick movement on that slider.
I mean, that was absolutely perfect location for that slider. Bottom of the zone, diving down, catches just a little bit right behind home plate.
Blaine Carver, comebacker to Frazier, his first time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Couple of hits in the tournament. Carver catches, pitches, overall utility player. And that's through on the right side. Hit number 3 for Columbus, Georgia. And the state champs from Columbus have something going on here with 2 outs in the 3rd. This is the 2nd time around, Greg, against Frazier, so now that they've seen him once, see how they do.
Yeah, a little 2-out rally. Blaine Carver, lightning fast hands getting to that fastball on the inside part of the plate, spins it to right field. This guy can make it a tight game in a heartbeat.
He has a home run this week. One of just 2 over the fence in the regional. 2 for 5 overall. Hit it to pretty deep center field. Was caught by Williams on the warning track. His first time up. This one pulled foul. 2 strikes on Huddy Martin.
Steady diet of sliders down bottom of the zone, putting some good swings on him. Where's number 15 for Tim Hudson?
Famous Columbus native.
Phoenix City.
Phoenix City, cross the river, pardon me. I know he went to Auburn like you.
He did. Yep. Still there.
Ooh, where was that one? Just missed. One-two pitch. That's going to be a tough play. Diving grab, Callan Williams. Oh, baby. That's a web gem. 3rd out here in the 3rd. And Georgia is denied.
Officially nominate that one for a web gem. Callan Williams on the run, lays out. Superman saves a run. Nolensville out of the inning.
Clay Matvick, Greg Olson back here in Warner Robins. 6-1 Tennessee leading Georgia. As we move to the 4th inning, we play 6 innings in Little League. So already halfway home in this elimination game. It's been a long, fun run for these teams through districts, through states. And now to get to this point and know your season could be over today.
Yeah, I mean, this is something these guys have been dreaming about forever. Getting here, playing in the regionals, having a chance to get on TV, having a chance to go to Williamsport.
New right fielder Jensen Duffy for Columbus, Georgia. It's been a tough day in the field for the kids from Columbus. You know, officially 3 errors on the scoreboard. Maybe 1 or 2 more could have been charged, but it's just been a tough day overall. But they're still in this ball game. Line to center, coming on is Anderson to make the catch and take a hit away from Max Kelly. Kelly with a 2-run double his first time up. That one hit on the screws, but he's out number 1 here in the Tennessee fourth.
You got a guy 3 for 6 with 4 RBIs batting in the 8 hole.
Yeah.
For Nolensville.
Carter Clark hit it hard to third his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Has a couple of hits here in the regional. He's in the 9 spot. You win this game, you play Irmo, South Carolina tomorrow. Two o'clock Eastern time, the start for that game on ESPN. Another one hit toward third and past Willits into left field. Clark is going to stop at first. Thought about extra bases, but he is aboard with a 1-out single.
Great job by Townsend to cut that ball off in left field, keep it just to a single. Another hard hit ball by Carter Clark.
He also plays basketball. The coaches say Clark is just a competitive in everything he does. And now Fields comes back to the plate. Grounded out to Martin at short his first time up, looking to sacrifice here. Alexander Fields, one of those players who manages type 1 diabetes, has to wear a monitor on the field to make sure his sugar levels are in check. And he's behind in the count, 0-2. Parents Justin and Victoria, his brother Jonathan. Colors 0-2. Into left field. Under the glove of Townsend. Clark will motor to third. He'll stop there. And Alexander Fields with a base hit. He'll take second on the air. And Nolensville, second and third, just 1 out here in the fourth.
That's just a great piece of hitting by Alexander Fields. Breaking ball down in the zone. You can see diving down there to cover it. It's a hard ground ball to left field. Ball gets under the glove. By my count, probably the 5th error for Georgia.
And Hollis Smith is going to try and make Georgia pay. He's going to lay down a bunt. Throw to first. They get the out there. Play at the plate. No. Safe is Carter Clark. Took off after the throw from the catcher Blaine Carver. And another run scores at 7-1.
This will be called a safety squeeze. Hollis Smith gets the bunt down. As soon as the throw goes to first base, base runner at third base heads home. Usually try to have him tracking the third baseman down as far as he will go. They might take a review at this.
That's good execution by Nolensville, Tennessee.
It really was. Yeah, I mean, it's a very difficult play to defend. Is that safety squeeze where the hitter's job is to get the bunt down. The runner at third will track the third baseman. So as far as the third baseman goes, the runner goes with him. And as soon as they make that throw to first base, he's in at home plate.
So this is going to be a challenge by Georgia. They are challenging the play at home. Any question here as to whether Carter Clark is safe at home to you?
I don't think there's any question. I think the call was correct on the field. He was safe. Foot got in. I think this is more about I need to use my reviews
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
And we're down 6-1. This would make it 7-1. I'd take a shot at it.
Even though the play is in shadow, you can see clearly that the foot has already touched home plate, and the glove of Blaine Carver is not there yet.
And Mark Rulli had the best view in the house. You know, he was right on top of home plate.
Again, the Georgia coaching staff electing to use those review challenges just to maybe try and swing the momentum here. Nolensville with 4 runs in the first, 2 in the third, 1 here in the fourth, we think. We'll see if it holds up. It does. Safety squeeze, run batted in by Hollis Smith. And Brady Packard will be up with a man at second base and 2 out. As Nolensville has a 6-run lead here in the fourth.
I mean, that play, Clay, that play is hard to defend at the big league level.
Without question.
The only way
Perfect execution.
Well, the only way to defend it is not to throw the ball to first base.
Man, that was a warning on color, an illegal move on the mound. This is Brady Packard. Oh for 1 today. So the count is 1-1. And now 2-1. Pitch count at 75 for color. Maximum is 85. Time is called and granted for Brady Packard. Gets the strikeout. Packard goes down. And the inning is over. And I don't think color knows it. Hey, you just got out of the inning, buddy. Tennessee tacks on another one at 7-1. Columbus, Georgia down 6 runs to Nolensville, Tennessee as Georgia gets ready to hit here again in the 4th inning. 20 years ago, hard to believe it's that long ago. Remember this, when Columbus, Georgia went to the Little League World Series. First of back-to-back champions from the Southeast region that went on to the Little League World Series. Really did well. Also Warner Robins the very next year. Columbus won it all in 06, Warner Robins in 07. As Miller Willits launches this one out of play. 3, 4, and 5 for Columbus here in the 4th inning. It's kind of go time right now. Don't you think, Greg Olson? If Columbus is going to get it going right here in the meat of their order, they need to get something materialized.
Yeah, got 9 outs left. They are right in the middle of the lineup. A couple of their main guys need to get things started. Get a couple of runs, you know, close the gap a little bit. Start making some plays on defense. See if they can reel in this 6-run deficit.
Julian Frazier had that quick 6-pitch 1-2-3 first inning. Gave up a run in the second. And had a pretty tidy 3rd inning as well. And he makes quick work of Willits. 1 down here in the 4th.
A little bit different look from Frazier on that breaking ball. Took a little bit off of it, a little bit more depth. Almost a slow curveball gets Willits way out front.
Givens hit by pitch to lead off the 2nd inning. Came around to score the only run for Georgia today. Doesn't like that call. Strike 2. Boy, Frazier really dialed in now here in the 4th inning. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Got him. Back-to-back Ks for Julian Frazier. His first of the day. Two down.
Just locks him up. Fastball down and away, just off the plate. Vika cannot believe it. Nice job by Frazier to paint that outside corner.
Time call. Brooks Moody is going to walk down to talk to Robert Moody, his dad, manager for Columbus.
That's one of those father-son things where, hey, you know what, why don't you think about doing this, or give you an approach at the plate. I know I did it with both of my sons in Little League while I was coaching.
Could that also have been just maybe to knock Julian Frazier off of his rhythm?
It could have been.
Just to slow the game down a little bit, because Frazier was really locked in.
It could absolutely have been that. And you can do that with your son, where you just call him over and just go, hey, I'm just going to try to see if I can throw him off his rhythm a little bit here. Have a good at bat. Good luck.
2 balls and no strikes to Moody.
That's when you're locked in right there, when you throw a little 2-0 cut fastball, a little spinner up there, take something off of it, get back into the count.
Ground ball to second. Kelly picks it up, throws to first. It's a 1-2-3 4th inning for Julian Frazier, who has been mowing him down all day. To the fifth inning we go. Tennessee leading 7-1. 11 hits today. The kids from Nolensville, Tennessee, jumped down to a 4-0 lead in the first inning and have not looked back.
Now these bats have come alive and gotten a great pitching effort from Julian Frazier. Overall, great effort so far by Tennessee.
And Frazier will lead it off for Nolensville as Austin Culler will start work here in the fifth inning. It's unlikely that he'll finish it. So that one's popped back foul on the bunt attempt. Culler approaching that 85 pitch maximum.
He's been out there battling. It is scorching hot, and he has not shown any signs of fatigue.
Well, now he hits Frazier, and Tennessee has had base runners every inning. They have kept the pressure on Culler throughout the afternoon.
They really have. And this guy right here has been a main part of it, Callan Williams.
Bunt single in the first, infield single in the third. 2 for 2, 2 runs scored for Williams. He has 3 hits in the regional. Oldest of 2 kids to Amanda and Charles. He had a home run and a big 2-run double in the district opener against Murfreesboro. Breaking ball, foul back. You see that Williams is in total shadow and Culler in bright sunshine on the mound. Good pitch. Good discipline, though, by Williams to lay off of it. 1-2.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit harder on these hitters. They're in the shadow. Culler is out in the sun, so ball is going to move into the shadows late.
Snap throw to first, diving back and getting that left hand in is Frazier. Carver made that close.
Blaine Carver with a nice back pick. Always trying to help your pitchers out, Clay. You know, hey, I'll take a back pick, stealing out.
Boy, that's lashed foul. Callan Williams. He has been dialed in all day at the plate. Williams had 3 hits, including a couple of doubles in that state title game. They beat Clarksville 11-1 in the championship. Said it before, Greg, this is the 5th regional in the last 6 years for Nolensville, and naturally there's some pressure that comes with wanting to continue that success, but these guys are handling it just fine. This is going to be pitch 85, and it's fouled off. So Culler will be able to finish the at-bat to Callan Williams, but then that's going to be his day.
Yeah, that is it. Little League does a great job with their pitch counts. 85 is the maximum that somebody can throw. So as soon as he finishes this at-bat, we will be seeing a new pitcher. But he's done a nice job of battling. Like I said, it's very hot outside. He's shown a nice mix of off-speed, good fastball. Just kind of feel like the defense let him down a little bit today.
Infield double play depth. They get that ground ball they're looking for to second for 1 to first. That's in the dirt. And Williams is going to stay put at first base. There's 1 away. Not a bad way to end the outing, as Culler got what could have been a tailor-made double play ball, but they're not going to be able to turn it.
Well, you're not going to turn it on one of the fastest guys in Tennessee, and Callan Williams. He was flying down that line.
So Culler's going to get a nice round of applause.
You know it's Little League baseball when the head coach comes walking out with a glove.
Well, now, if it were Shohei Ohtani, maybe they'd move him to another position.
Okay, you got one.
Robert Moody bringing that glove out, though. That is pretty cute. Nice job for Color. Gets a hug. His day is done. Pitching change. We're back in a moment. Sam Addison comes in from center field for Austin Color. Color will take his spot in the outfield. And you can see that Addison making his second appearance of the region.
Yeah, gave up a couple runs his one appearance, but fastball, curveball, big presence on the mound. One of Georgia's top athletes.
This is Bruce Kay at the plate. He'll be the first hitter that Addison faces. 0 for 2 in the game. Line drive. Second baseman Givens has it for the second out. Well, Kay just missed his fourth hit of the regional.
A good swing, fastball down. Addison going with the no leg kick, little slide step.
Boy, number 50 has had a good day at the plate. Couple of hits, couple of runs scored, drove in a run. Hudson Van Horn. Tennessee leading 7-1 here, top of the fifth. Looking to tack on. Strike. See Van Horn's expression as he looks down at Mark Carter. Couldn't believe it.
We're getting late calls on the strikes from Mark Ruley, but it's been a pretty good zone.
Boy, this is hammered to left. Could be, might be, and it is. Goodbye home run. Hudson Van Horn. Two-run shot, and it's now 9-1. Only their third over-the-fence homer in this regional.
There's some pop in this bat. Fastball down and in. Drops the head on it. It's hammer time.
Boy, that's got to feel good. Look at that big lid that he's wearing in that dugout. Those Nolo boys, they know how to party. Hudson Van Horn. He hit a game-winning homer in the district championships. I mean, this team is accustomed to Hudson leaving the yard. But now remember, this is a 25-foot all the way around deeper fence than what they are normally playing on. Usually it's 200 feet. These are 225.
Yeah, no, this is a little bit bigger ballpark, a lot more ground to cover out in the outfield. And that ball did not make a difference. That ball was out of every Little League park.
And now Tennessee just a couple of runs away from bringing that 10-run rule into effect. Of course, Georgia would get a chance to answer in the fifth, but Ethan Nance, J.B. Carter, 5 and 6 here in the lineup. These guys have been swinging it well. And now that's going to bring Carter to the plate, representing what would be an 11th run potentially, and then bringing that run rule into effect. And now the umpire goes out for a little chat with Anderson.
Yeah, trying to give Ethan Nance a little breather over at first base. That first pitch of the at-bat, a breaking ball that went over his head, he turned down and looked at Mark Carter, third base, was like mad at himself for not wearing that one for the team. Well, he got another chance.
J.B. Carter has driven in 2 runs today. RBI single in the first and a sac fly his last time up in the third. He has played so well in this regional. And there is another base hit. It finds the gap. Ethan Nance stops at third. The throw to second is late. Carter with a double. Second and third, and the inning continues. All of this with 2 outs.
5 for 7.
And he's on fire.
5 RBI. Started out this tournament batting in the 9 spot. He might end up finding himself batting in the 3 hole here in a minute. He is swinging a scorching hot bat.
So Lincoln Franks looking for a base hit. You know, J.B. Carter's thinking about his mom right now too, right?
Oh yeah. No, absolutely agree. Got to watch his brother Nash play here a couple years ago.
His brother Nash going to Williamsport 2 times in 02, excuse me, in 22 and 23. And, you know, they miss their mom, Emily. Passed away from cancer back in January. Mark Carter taking a little time here to encourage Lincoln Franks. He's had a tough regional. Strike on the inside corner, 1-2.
Probably just getting a little bit frustrated. He's got a really nice swing, just unable to get something to land in the outfield grass.
Addison came in from center field in relief of Color. Ethan Nance at third, J.B. Carter at second. 2-2 pitch is spun back foul.
I mean, if you told me he's 11 years old, he's an enormous presence in the batter's box, but just a great right-handed swing. And I understand, having been a hitter in high school, it gets frustrating when things are not falling for you, but they will very soon.
Great curveball to strike out Franks. Addison gets Columbus, Georgia off the field, but Nolensville, Tennessee gets 2 more. Hudson Van Horn going deep. 2-run shot here in the 5th, and it's now 9-1 Tennessee. Greg Olson, did you know that Little League is the most trusted youth sports organization in the world, keeping baseball and softball accessible for all kids? But its real power comes from people like you, Greg. Help them rally for Little League by texting RALLY to 345-345 today. I see you reaching for your phone. I just want you to know that standard messaging rates apply.
I'm honored. I've never had one of those read to me.
It was just for you. He's Greg Olson on Clay Matvick here in Warner Robins, Georgia. Tennessee has stretched the lead to 9 thanks to a 2-run homer by Hudson Van Horn, who is now on the mound. And Sam Addison may have just gone yard. It's off the wall. He'll truck into second base with the leadoff double here in the 5th inning.
I thought this ball was gone. Deep fly ball center field. Hit it about 224.
I think he thought it was out. Columbus needs a lot of base runners.
Well, that's a pretty good start. First pitch that you see from Van Horn. Van Horn will mix it up. Nice breaking ball, some off-speed stuff, change up.
That's the first hit of the regional for Sam Addison.
And get this, Clay, he throws a true knuckleball.
You know, I've noticed that a couple of kids have claimed they throw a knuckleball. I don't know that we've seen one yet.
I don't think we have, but he throws one, so hopefully we'll get a chance to see it.
Austin Culler, an RBI single his first time up. Van Horn looks the runner back. Throw to first, got it. Addison has to stay at second. Hudson Van Horn, that was a well done play off the mound.
It really was. Check the runner. Came up immediately, knew that he didn't have a play there. Fires to first base.
Ethan Nance now in center field. Julian Frazier at shortstop. Bruce Kay, the new second baseman for Nolensville, Tennessee. And Franks back at first base. With Hudson Van Horn on the mound now for Nolensville, leading by 8 in the 5th. Jason Duffy has a single to his credit. One of the 4 hits for Columbus, Georgia. You know, these kids have a lot of heart. They're not going to roll over here. Columbus is going to show a lot of fight. This is the group that won districts for the 3rd year in a row. They won as 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and this year as 12-year-olds. Nice pick there by Packard, the catcher.
No, they're going to go down fighting. You saw that from Addison. Long double.
Foul back. Columbus American Little League, their first state title since 2002. Lost that lopsided affair to Florida 16-1 on Thursday, but came back. Won a gritty victory over West Virginia 5-4 in comeback fashion. Chopper to short, Frazier. 2 down. Addison to third. That'll bring up Crossman.
Frazier comes off the mound, and of course, Beth Athlete on the field moves to shortstop and makes that soft roller look routine.
Crossman with a comebacker his first time up. Pitcher threw him out. He's 0 for 1.
Coaches are still raving about his catch in the state finals out in left field.
You see Addison at third. What are you telling your kids if you're the coach of Columbus?
Just keep fighting, find a way to get on base, you know, and they understand what you're talking about when you're just saying, hey, we need walks, we need you to be patient at the plate, we need base hits. If you got a chance to get hit, Well, then don't be afraid to wear one for the team. Anything when you're down 8. You got to find base runners.
This has been uncharted territory for Columbus. I mean, they did not allow a single run in the district tournament, the entire district tournament. They've been playing from behind a lot here, though, in Warner Robins, as Crossman draws the 2-out walk. So runners at the corners, and Tomlinson Fort will come up.
I think Crossman might have fist bumped everybody around home plate that at bat.
That's what you love about Little League. I mean, the sportsmanship that you see here is fantastic.
Yeah, it came up, gave Brady Packard a fist bump, gave the home plate umpire a fist bump after his foul ball.
Tomlinson Fort grounded to third. This one a liner past third, and look out. Sam Addison. Self-preservation there. He dives out of the way of that liner.
Watch out, man. It's right at him.
Addison's thinking to himself, I should be in the dugout. I almost hit a home run. Can't believe that didn't go out.
I think I would have one foot on the bag and be leaning into the third base dugout if I could.
And the inning is over. Columbus strands 2 in the 5th. We head to the 6th. All Tennessee here in Warner Robins. New left fielder for Columbus, Georgia, Cooper Crossman in the game now in left. 9-1 Tennessee. Winner will play Irmo, South Carolina tomorrow. The loser will have to think about getting ready for school. It's been a great summer for these Little Leaguers. And the thought of this magical run being over, almost too much to bear.
Bobby, did you just see George out around the mound right there? They're dancing around. They're still having some fun. But yeah, it is almost the end of summer. You get through it and you've gone through so much with this same group of guys, their families. It can be a little bit depressing thinking about schools up next.
Max Kelly, Carter Clark, Alexander Fields for Nolensville. Probably thinking like, you know what, 8 might not be enough.
Think they're going to add?
Well, the way they've been swinging it. 4 in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. And they have 13 hits, a baker's dozen on the scoreboard.
They've gotten a lot of production from the bottom end of this order.
Kelly has a couple of hits in the regional. including a 2-run double back in the first inning. Heading the count here 3-0. And that's wide for Sam Addison, so the leadoff man is on in Max Kelly.
Kelly 3 for 6, walk, a couple RBIs coming into this game, 2 more today.
Carter 1 for 2. Has 3 hits in the tournament.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody in my Little League experience that collects rubber ducks.
I know some people put them on the dashboard of their Jeep. What do you think Carter Clark does with them?
I don't think he's got a Jeep yet.
Probably not. It's up and outside, 2-1. Carter Clark helped save the district opener with 4 2/3 scoreless innings of relief. One of the main reasons that Nolensville is here. Look out! Did that hit him? Yes, it did. So Addison walks Kelly to start the inning, and now he has hit Carter Clark. So 2 on, nobody out for Alexander Fields. And we may be getting another pitching change.
Well, we got another glove.
That's your leading indicator.
That's my leading indicator. The coach walks out with a glove. We're going to try to get a review. Did he get hit by the pitch?
Robert Moody asking for a challenge here on the hit by pitch.
Well, they've already got one unsuccessful challenge.
Kind of hard to tell.
I don't think there's going to be enough to overturn it. And knowing how this works, I think the home plate umpire heard a tick as that came across home plate.
Let's take a listen, see if we can hear it. Oh, it sure sounded like he got a
tick?
glancing blow on that front shoulder.
That is the only way that that call was made, was he heard a tick. Because we certainly cannot see it.
So the call on the field, hit by pitch. And if it holds up, it'll be first and second with nobody out. There you see the manager, Robert Moody, trying to keep it light in a situation where Columbus, Georgia is down 8 runs. And, you know, the fans, they're eating it up a little bit.
No, I love that.
Parents have put in as much effort into this season in a lot of ways as the kids and coaches have.
Oh, they have. Yeah, I mean, they're traveling around. You know, I don't know if Georgia's got a hotel room, but you travel as a team, you travel as a pack, you get to know everybody's families.
Certainly there has been an emotional investment from the parents. And we'll see if this call stands. So it hit him. So Georgia loses a challenge.
I think that's the second unsuccessful. They had to play at home. They had to play at home plate.
And we're going to have a pitching change. Back in a moment. Sam Addison is going to go back to center field, and on comes Jensen Duffy. Looking to get Georgia back to the dugout. Down 8 runs. Comes into a tough spot, 2 on, nobody out. And Alexander Fields at the plate, who already has a hit to his credit today.
Yeah, just another solid athlete from Georgia. Comes in, runners on first and second, nobody out.
Think about Georgia's pitching availability right now, and it's pretty thin. They've used Color, Addison, and now Duffy today. Givens, Moody, and Willits unavailable. You get to game number 9 in a regional, and this is the kind of thing that happens.
Yeah, you get in that loser's bracket, and you are playing every day. You are pushing the limits on your pitching staff.
Alexander Fields trying to add to this Tennessee lead. Everyone's going to move up. Kelly to third, Clark to second. By the way, Georgia is out of challenges, and they are going to award home plate to Max Kelly. And it's now 10-1.
I'm not quite sure what just happened right there.
We're being told obstruction at third base.
Yeah, he got back
when
to
he
the
came
bag.
back to the bag, I think Willits blocked him. And again, Georgia out of challenges.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do after that one. Yeah, but he came back to the bag and was just standing right in the line, trying to keep him out of the lane.
And Willits is saying, what did I do? It's now 10-1. Oh, look out. Alexander Fields takes it in the back. Back-to-back hit by pitch. So Hollis Smith will come up. It's been quite a day for him at the plate. Guy who has a pet duck, 1 for 1 with an RBI, had a safety squeeze run batted in his last time to the plate.
So it's thrown very well for the NOLA boys.
Check this swing, and it's a strike.
Smith has been very patient at the plate.
I would say that about all of the Tennessee hitters. They've really made Georgia earn every strike and every out.
Yeah, they came in with a really nice approach. Struggled this morning against Alabama to get the offense rolling. But they found something during their 3 or 4 hour delay.
Georgia looking for an out. It's the bottom of the order. Nolensville has added another one. Two pitch. Foul. I rode in on the hands. Initially thought that maybe Smith got hit by the pitch, but he didn't sell it very well.
No, he did not. If he did get hit by the pitch, but he is not showing any sign that that ball hit him in the hand, so it must have been off the end of the bat.
He went around. Strike three. That'll be the first out. Smith is retired, one away, and that brings up Packard.
Nice breaking ball by Jensen Duffy. It's a curveball to start inside the zone and then diving out. Nice block at home plate by Blaine Carver.
Packard looking to get on. And it's 1-2. Top of the order, Julian Frazier up next. Wind's starting to pick up and blowing straight out to left field. Strike three. And Packard will sit down. And here comes Frazier. Looking ahead to the sixth inning. Not ideal for Columbus, Georgia, especially when you need a bunch. Townsend, Ashley, and Carver. 11, 12, and 1 due up.
No, Jensen Duffy's got to keep it right here. They're down 9. It's going to be a hard enough task as it is. It would be an epic.
Oh, this is hammered to left, going back. The left fielder. Crossman's not going to get there. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And how about Julian Frazier? His second hit drives in 2, and it's 12-1.
We've seen this very special athlete gets a fastball inner part of the plate, drives it over the left fielder's head. 2 more runs plated.
What do you like about Frazier's game?
I mean, quick hands. We saw him on the mound. I really, it's not the perfect set of mechanics with the arm swing, but, good velocity, nice short, tight breaking ball. And we have seen the speed and the athleticism that he has done at shortstop. He's got a chance to play for a while.
Yeah, he's got a bright future.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Callan Williams pops it up. We'll see if this is going to be caught. And the catcher can't get there. Blaine Carver, great effort.
You said it. That was just a great effort. Pop up, long run. Trying to get that glove turned over.
Frazier coming home. And he's going to slam on the brakes. Callan Williams with a ringing single to center. He'll take second on the throw. 15 hits now for Tennessee. I'll bring up Bruce Kay. 0 for 3. This is a guy who has hit it well a few times today, but nothing to show for it yet.
He's been swinging a good bat. Talked about he has moved up in the order. Stung a couple balls here, but 0 for 3.
And another fielding miscue at first base. Brooks Moody can't glove it, and a run comes home. 13-1. Bruce Kay just scalding that ball to first base.
They're going to give that a single. An RBI.
As Van Horn, who homered his last time up, hacks at the first pitch. And this is just an inning that won't seem to end here for Columbus, Georgia.
No, they just cannot get off the field.
Jensen Duffy trying to get out of here. Nice pick. And they will get the force out at second base. Nice job there by Miller Willits. 4 more runs on the board for Tennessee. Last chance for Columbus when we come back. Nolensville, Tennessee has been all over Columbus, Georgia from the first inning. They scored 4 runs, and it is now 13-1. Georgia down to its last 3 outs for the season. Champions from the state of Georgia went undefeated in district and state play, came in here with a lot of confidence, but they have run into a buzzsaw in this elimination game. And Tennessee's going to make a catching change here. Hudson Van Horn remains on the mound, but new catcher is going to be J.B. Carter, and they're waiting on him to get his equipment on. But this has been an impressive offensive afternoon for Nolensville, Tennessee. They had 12 hits against Virginia in game 1, 8 hits in the loss earlier today to Alabama, and they have knocked out 16 hits in this game today. Pretty impressive considering this is game 2 of the day for Nolensville.
Yeah, and we were wondering how they were going to rebound, but I think the travel baseball experience has allowed these guys to just get used to going to play an early game, go home for a little while, go back to the hotel, hang out, and then somewhere along the road, boy, their bats woke up.
Townsend, Ashley Carver due up here for Columbus. Trying to get it going here late. Kason Townsend, 0 for 3 in the regional. Very fast. And swings at the first pitch, popped up. First baseman Lincoln Franks there, 1 down. Julian Frazier got the start in this ballgame. He's now at shortstop for Nolensville. Really got to tip your hat to that young man. He came out right away, started pounding strikes. He had a 6-pitch first inning. I think he set the mood for the day.
He really did. It was a nice fastball, good breaking ball, pounded the zone. Had a little blip in the second inning, but other than that, really was very, very good.
2 pop-ups to the first baseman. Lincoln Franks makes another catch, quickly 2 down. And now Columbus, Georgia down to its last out for the season. And Blaine Carver, the leadoff hitter, will get one more plate appearance. Carver had a good regional. A couple of hits coming into this game, another one today. And that time is called as Carter wants to go out. A quick word with Van Horn. Columbus just couldn't get the offense going, really never able to string much together. 4 total hits on the day.
Yeah, they got little rally in the second, hit by pitch, a couple of ground balls, and they were able to string a couple singles together. But after that, it's been a pretty quiet offensive day.
Back up the middle, base hit for Carver, his second hit, 4th of the tournament. And Carver will extend the game.
Solid tournament, 4 for 7. Couple of runs scored.
Huddy Martin has hit 2 balls deep to center field, but he is 0 for 2. 2 for 6 with a homer and a couple of runs batted in during the regional. And he hammers another one to center, but Ethan Nance is there, puts it away, and the game is over. A dominant performance from the start for Nolensville, Tennessee. They win it, and they will play Irmo, South Carolina tomorrow, while the state champions from Columbus, Georgia, their season is done.
Just not enough offense going on today. First game they struggled against Florida on the mound, gave up a lot of walks, found a way to escape against West Virginia yesterday. But the Nolensville Bats woke up from their 10 a.m. game this morning, and they were just dominant.
So we're down to a final 4 here in the Southeast. Florida and Alabama both undefeated, each 2-0. They will play tomorrow. 2 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, and then at 5 o'clock Eastern is Nolensville, Tennessee. State champs will be back to take on Irmo, South Carolina. Loser will be out. Winner will stay alive into Monday. And we're leading up to Tuesday's region final. A lot of offense for Nolensville, Tennessee. 16 hits, 13 runs come home. A big 2-run homer by Hudson Van Horn in the 5th inning. Part of it, winning pitcher Julian Frazier. We hope you enjoyed it. Fun day here in Warner Robins. We'll see you on Sunday. For Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick. So long for now.